People of Earth, how are you? My name is Al. Across the table from me is Joe. Hi, Joe.
What's going on, Al?
And tonight we are rejoined by Bob. Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
How's it going, man?
Good.
Yeah, there you go.
Everything's good.
I'll turn that fucking thing up so everyone can hear you proper. There we go. We were just talking about 1%er Bernie Sanders. Turns out there's 3 1%ers running. There's a lot of 1%ers in the upper echelons of the Democratic Party, but, you know, Nancy Pelosi and her ilk. But
You mean, is Kamala a 1%?
Kamala is made more money and paid by far more taxes than any other presidential hopeful.
And put more innocent
She made like
people in
2.2,
jail.
and I think she paid fucking $700,000 or something. She actually paid a lot of money out.
How did she make $2.2 million?
That I'm not
Did she
sure
work
on.
for a law firm?
Maybe. I mean, she's a freshman senator, so maybe that's when she. Yeah.
She was last on the approval ratings out there.
Really?
Yes.
Kamala Harris?
Kamala, yeah.
Well, she...
Amy Klobuchar is probably going to be the one to fucking emerge from that fucking horrid pack of candidates.
There's a big scandal with her where Kamala Harris... She was a prosecutor for... She was the attorney general for California, for San Francisco, then for California. And apparently there was, like, some shenanigans where there was exculpatory evidence for people that were actually innocent, and she wouldn't fucking allow it in or blocked it somehow and put innocent people in jail so she could make her record look good.
Maybe she got kickback for every prisoner put in. She got
So
money.
if that's true, I hope she dies. A painful, agonizing death of
blood cancer.
Just fucking shitting cancer tumors out her ass
Right.
until there's nothing
With
left
a
of
name
her.
like Kamala.
Yeah. How can you go wrong?
Yeah.
Kamala Harris.
Wasn't that the name of a fucking wrestler in the WWF
I
back in
believe
the
so.
day? Kamala the Warrior?
He wasn't small either.
No, man. He was a big individual.
I've seen probably half a dozen 60 Minutes things over the years where they find a guy that's fucking totally innocent and they go back to the prosecutor that threw him in jail. And they're like, well, don't you feel a little bad that... No, I think he's still guilty. Even after, like, they caught the other guy
Well, he's
Yeah, DNA evidence.
with
Yeah.
the DNA evidence.
Wow.
And it's like totally... There's no
Well,
question that it wasn't him.
Probably guilty of something, Joe. You know what I mean?
Well, I think most of them are guilty of being black.
Unfortunately, yeah.
That's the deal. So
Is Kamala? Is she black?
Kamala's half black.
She's not even half black. She wishes she was half black.
She's not.
She's a quarter black at best.
Oh, so she's not
Probably an octoroon.
she's not even a African. She's just a quarter.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
A quarterkin.
so yeah, we were talking. It turns out Bernie Sanders is a 1%er also. He made money off books. And,
Oh, this was Kamala and her husband.
yeah, together. Again.
So that's probably not her. Probably more her husband.
I don't know, man. I think she's an earner, too.
Well, she worked for the state.
I don't know.
They don't. The husband works for a law firm or something. He works for. Yeah, her husband made $1.8 million.
By the way, there's 3 of them. Harris, Bernie Sanders, and the great Elizabeth Warren. She's also a 1%er. A 1%er, her household.
Well, they paid a lot of money. They paid 38.4% in taxes.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they got hammered. They got fucking hammered.
Well, good.
I mean, at least they paid. Right. That's some.
Harris reported profiting about $320,000 from her book. Ugh, they always have a fucking book. She's raised $12 million. She's just not going to be president.
No, none of them are going to be president. Donald Trump is going to be president. No one who's running right now will be president
No, they're
ever.
going to be. They're just going to be beaten
Yeah.
They're going to be beaten just like Trump beat the fucking tar out of all the other ones.
Yeah.
Especially
the
Hillary.
primary.
Hillary, he even beat with the hairdo.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, he just
His hair's much nicer than hers.
he just he. You know, it's so
he's handsome.
funny. He's so funny. It's so funny. People are like, he's a moron. Yeah, he's a moron, and he never ran for office before, and fucking
won.
ran for president and won.
It's like winning the Olympics.
And beat. Yeah, it's like having never fucking played anything and going in and like winning the decathlon.
Right. Exactly. Not just the discus, but the hurdles, the mile, the fucking all of it.
Yeah.
The javelin.
Don't say javelin. You'll be accused of being racist.
Oh, sorry, man. The spear.
Is javelin racist?
Well, spear checker is.
Yeah, man.
Not if you throw a spear.
I guess.
If that's what you do. How can that be racist?
Speaking of throwing things, did you see the thing? You see this fucking animal who threw a fucking 4 or 5-year-old over the fucking balcony at the fucking Mall of America or some shit?
Because women rejected him that day.
And he wanted to kill somebody. But no, this guy is...
It was a random lady's kid.
Yeah,
He
and
didn't even know him.
No.
He just
But
grabbed
he's-
the kid and threw it over
He's
the
also an immigrant, and he's also a Muslim. So this is what I think. If I put a fucking bowl of M&Ms in front of you
Yeah.
and said one of those fucking M&Ms is poison, are you going to eat any of the M&Ms?
Depends on how big the bowl is.
Yeah. You're not going to eat any of them because
Well, what
one
kind
of
of
them
mood
is
I am.
straight up cyanide.
I might go straight for the one that looks tampered with.
And I'm starting to think maybe we should be treating all these people like that fucking bowl of M&Ms. You know what I'm saying?
If you turn the M&Ms upside down, they stand for waist watchers.
Don't you
There you go.
understand,
According
Al?
to the women.
It's a religion of peace.
Yeah, right.
Just ask any of these fucking postmodernists, and they'll tell you it's a religion of peace.
No, it isn't. It's the only one where in their dogma it says it's okay to kill someone for any reason. Well, for any particular reason.
Well, if you're a postmodernist, all you have to do is believe hard enough and deep enough that it's true, and it's true.
All right. They're wishing.
You know
Close
what I mean?
their eyes, squeeze your eyes,
You can throw
tap your
out.
heels.
You can throw out the. They can come up with. Oh well, the Bible, the Old Testament had nothing to do with how the West became to be the dominant fucking civilization in the world.
Is that what they say? That's what they're trying to fucking convince
that's-
themselves of?
No, that's the truth.
That the Bible had nothing to do with it?
Postmodernists try to say Bible had nothing to do.
Well, they're idiots.
Yeah, they're fucking morons.
Yeah.
You don't have to be religious.
No.
But if you-
got to be able to admit that as much as like organized religion sucks,
You can hate organized religion and Christianity.
it got
and
people under
Judaism.
fucking control. They figured out a way to get stop people from fucking killing each
Well,
other.
some of
and
it's
just
not a bad idea.
fucking
like
everyone and
a few of
yeah,
those 10 Commandments.
just stealing shit.
Don't steal the neighbor's shit.
Yeah.
Don't fuck his wife. You know,
not
don't
a bad-
kill anybody.
It's not a bad rule. Don't kill anybody.
You know, unless you really feel like it's necessary.
Whereas in the Quran it says you can kill somebody
Yeah,
if they're not a believer.
and
It's okay. Kill them.
can throw fags out the roof and
That's peaceful.
stone them.
That's real peaceful.
No, then it's not a religion of peace. It's a fucking horrible religion.
It's a religion of animals. That's what it is.
And even the moderates are. There are some moderates. There's probably 2/3 of them are moderates.
Yeah.
But that still leaves, what are there, 1.2 billion Muslims? So if you take a third of
anyway.
them, then you got like 400 million.
Right. We're fucking wacky.
400 million wacky.
There's more wacky fucking
That's a lot of wacky.
Muslims than there are American citizens
That's right.
walking around this fucking planet. And they'll fucking lose their fucking mind if a woman shows her hair out of her fucking hijab or whatever they're fucking called. You know what I mean?
One guy killed his own sister because she was dragged away and raped. And he killed her so she wouldn't disgrace the family when he got her back.
Right.
Because she was raped?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's logic. That goes.
Well, now the father's not disgraced because she's dead.
Is that how it works?
I guess. That's
That
the way the
makes
brother
fucking
thought.
sense to me.
That's the way the brother figured it out.
Yeah. While mom stands by and just looks on approvingly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
She doesn't want to be killed.
No, I mean, she's not looking to get fucking snuffed out either, you know?
Hey, look at that. It's leaps and bounds, Al. We had 121 plays in the last 24 hours.
Amazing, Joe.
I mean, it's crazy. I haven't done any show breakage uppage. You know what I mean? I haven't done any clips or anything.
Yeah. I mean, why would you?
I don't know. But we had
Keep posting the old shows anyway once in a while. That's
102.
not a
Well,
bad idea.
I'll go back to that, but
Wait till you get to the great show 14.
100
Great
and-
show.
show 14?
Yeah, show 14 was our best show ever. It was outrageous.
I think I passed 14.
You didn't
Maybe
put
I
it on
didn't
there.
cut it up.
Yeah, I don't think you got there.
You might have passed out, unfortunately.
Right.
Well, that's
Pass
possible.
out is more like it. Exactly. Did
Holy shit.
Go ahead.
46 people listened to the show number 4 reboot.
Amazing.
That's a lot.
Sure that's not a carryover from the first time it was out? No, that's
No, because it wasn't shown as show number 4. It's it's the 4th show.
I got you.
You know what I'm
Is that why you
saying?
call it show number 4?
Well, I call it show number 4 now.
It's like the whole
I know, it doesn't
BCAD
make
thing.
any sense.
It makes no sense whatsoever.
We had a bunch of shows that we did that I don't know what happened.
Well, I know what happened.
They
I
didn't get
didn't
numbers?
press the fucking button that said recognize these microphones over here, and it was just recognizing this microphone so you could hear me and not Joe.
Oh, that's right. It was It was the computer microphone.
Yeah.
So we were talking.
So
into
we
these-
could hear him, but it sounded like he was across the room because he was.
I see.
And
So like
some
in
of
the
it was
headphones,
funny.
you could hear me,
Right.
but it wasn't switched on in the computer.
Me and my fucking audio tech savvy. Listen, I had never done a fucking podcast before.
Yeah, well,
You got to work the kinks out somehow. It
You're
just
forgiven.
took 8 hours to figure it out. Here we are, Joe,
I know.
as irrelevant as ever. But we're having fun.
Hell, don't say
That's
that.
all that matters.
People are listening like crazy. It's going to take off. I'm telling you.
And I got a whole list of other things, people who are not going to have fun, and we kind of glossed over it, but I'll just toss him out there.
Who?
Fucking Bill Weld is running. He's going to do the Republican primary thing against the president.
Oh, he
What
is.
is he thinking? He's getting old, too.
He's going to be beaten.
I think
like
he-
a fucking
Yeah. Listen, he was a middling
like a rape
governor. I'll never forget in his second term there was a fucking referendum question on the night of his re-election, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but the people of the great Commonwealth voted against this referendum, and he was on TV and he said, well, I don't know if the people really know what they want after they had just voted it down. You know what I mean?
Hey,
So-
somehow we got 52 plays on Facebook after never having anything played on Facebook.
Why, have you been
No,
posting
I
it
don't
on Facebook?
I don't even have anything on Facebook.
Well, I had a kind of right on Facebook. That's why those analytics are bullshit, because we don't have a presence on Facebook anymore. We used to, but we don't.
we
I
don't?
deleted it. No, I deleted it.
I do. I have a kind of right on Facebook.
Oh, I did too. So you do now that you
but I
put
don't
the
have
shit
any,
on?
I have no friends or anything.
Oh, so you do put it on there.
No, I don't upload the show. I don't think I do.
Well, then how the fuck are people listening to
I
it?
have no idea.
Because they're not. That's how.
They could be listening to it through Facebook onto something else. Doesn't it have like a...
Yes, it has an app. You can. How do you want to log in? Google, Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah. You could probably get to it,
Yeah, you can.
to a podcast through Facebook.
I'm sure there's a link from there to SoundCloud. So maybe they keep track of that.
I don't want anything to do with that Mark Zuckerberg or that whore there,
Oh, she's awful.
Sheryl Sandberg, the lean-in douchebag who played all nice and she's a vicious cunt. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with being a vicious cunt, just as long as, you know, just come out and just be a vicious cunt. Don't
Yeah.
lie about
Don't
it.
be an underhanded vicious cunt.
Pretend you're
Nothing worse than
pretend you're a
sneaky
little
cunt.
fucking, oh, I'm just a little sweet flower.
Right.
Just be a vicious cunt.
I think
You know
she
what I'm
was-
saying now?
She might have been deflowered a long time ago.
Well, her husband died of cancer. So I think he deflowered himself right out through his ass.
Ouch.
A lot of asshole cancer.
That's one thing I'm clear of.
Asshole
Did we
cancer?
talk about? Yeah, we talked about the colonoscopy situation.
Yeah.
That was 2 weeks ago. Never mind. One
I
mi-
went to my,
one
did
baby
Did you
pump.
feel like you were back in church?
I felt barely violated.
I had a 7 o'clock appointment on Tuesday with the shrink.
Yeah. Oh, the 7 a.m. Jones. How'd that go?
That's great.
Good. That would be
That's
for me,
fucking
man.
early,
That's
too.
like
I open a head shrink.
that's better than going to
I
the
was
gym.
like, holy shit, I don't even know what I'm upset about anymore.
Yeah, right.
Too early.
I haven't even had time to get worked up yet.
He told me there's nothing wrong with me.
He checked out your head and found nothing.
That's how I said, you might not be for me.
Yeah.
No, I really like this guy.
Well, I had a breakthrough with my guy this weekend.
You did?
Yeah, he thinks I'm depressed. Really?
No.
Really?
That'll keep you coming back.
Is that what you think?
Didn't you tell him right up that you straight up you're
I-
fucking depressed?
Of course I did.
He
know
wants
what
to
I mean?
agree with you, Al.
He goes,
Why would you go back to a guy that
oh,
disagrees
that's
with
because
you?
you're depressed. Really? Thanks, man.
He probably doesn't make that much an hour.
My
either.
wife's looking for a PhD right now.
Oh, do you have a master's degree
Yeah.
therapist?
And he's
There's nothing
he's
wrong with
okay.
that. How old is he?
50 years old.
Why don't you go to my guy?
She's
'Cause
fi-
he thinks you're okay.
yeah.
He's not serious. I can tell.
No, I
You
like,
would really like my guy.
yeah. Which one is he now? You don't have to say his name. What's the name of the? Is it the name of a place or is his name on the business?
No, Cove Counseling.
Yeah, I'm looking into that place.
Cove, and you want to
She's my wife's on top of it. We're talking about the
Always-
same thing.
always be charging. Is his last name?
You're right.
Be charging.
Yeah, a lot an hour, I bet.
Not really. Not that bad. Take
I
some
don't-
insurance. You should.
I don't
go
know
there.
if I should go to the same guy as you. But
There's
I'm-
also a guy in there that's really good. His
Weird.
last name is Fry,
Yeah, I know who that is.
and
He's like 75 years old.
he's
isn't he?
pretty good. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter.
No. That's great.
He's not going to
Believe
be.
me.
He's not going to be talking about you to me,
No. I know. No.
or vice versa. I won't.
No.
You can't.
You don't even tell him you know.
Well, of course I would. Say, hey, you treat my buddy Al. He's all fucked up.
No, it's more of a scheduling thing because
Will you give one of us a fucking like who's more fucked up plaque?
I want to go somewhere that's in the network so I don't have to fucking pay because I'm paying right now. Just because of the scheduling. So the Cove, I can get in there without paying even a fucking copay.
Oh, no copay.
No, and then
That's beautiful.
yeah, it is. And then, but I want to go twice a week. Not one. Look at Marie Osmond, man. She held it to fucking together.
No copay that alone could ease your depression.
Yeah, totally. Nothing's more depressing than shelling out $80 every fucking Saturday morning for nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I
You
mean?
can get a hell of a meal at All American.
Fuck. You know what I mean?
Holy shit. We hit the.
That's what I told him. I said, I'm just giving him my drinking money at this point. You know what I mean? Not that I drank only $80 a week, but you know what I'm saying.
Al, we
I was drinking that $80. We'll put it that way, you know?
You were drinking way more than $80.
Yeah, no, I'm saying.
You could have 3 shrinks for the.
But I'm
amount you
saying
drank.
that.
That's just mixers.
No, because I was drinking cheap vodka. I was drinking about $50 in cheap vodka a week, and maybe a case
Stop
of beer.
lying.
$80, $100, something. What I'm saying
Lie to
is
yourself.
I
Don't lie to
was
me.
drinking more than $80 worth, but that $80 that I gave him, I was drinking. Put it that way.
Look
So
at last
it's
7
not
days.
something you were going to save.
Last
Right.
7 days we got
Exactly.
United States is our top country, but we got Germany.
We're huge
Lithuania,
in Germany. We're huge.
Mexico.
We're huge in Mexico.
Australia, Indonesia, Peru, Spain,
We were-
United Kingdom,
We were huge in Turkey for a while.
Brazil, Canada,
Around
Algeria,
Ooh. Oh, watch out.
Republic of Korea, Romania, Dominican Republic, Vietnam,
Come on.
Icky Mouth.
Ukraine, India, Pakistan, Czech Republic, Egypt, Belgium, Russian Federation. I thought we'd be bigger in Russia because we're both drunks.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we were, and you quit drinking, and they all fucking left.
I know, right?
Maybe Al just told him about the vodka now.
Yeah, right. No.
Potato vodka.
The drinking.
What kind of is there more than is vodka made with potato?
No. Well, not all of it.
some of it
Some
is.
of it is, yeah.
What else do they make it with?
Wheat.
We had a fucking big listening to in Lithuania,
Come on. My people. My father's people.
Vilnius.
Yeah, as we say, Vilnius, the capital. Come on.
That was our second biggest listener in the past 7 days, out of anybody.
Well, it turns out that
Australia was our 5th. Mexico City.
these are all people who pick it up off Twitter because I tweet. Kind of right. It has a Twitter presence. So whenever somebody's getting out of hand, I make a snide comment and then listen to Kind of Right. And a lot of people.
I'm not.
I've been putting it on Instagram too because a lot of the models and porn stars that I follow, they follow you back for some reason.
Do they?
Yeah, I don't know why. So
Well, it's good
I
to
put-
have
I put-
porn stars.
I'm pretty sure we got a couple porn stars listening.
That's from their old stripper days. They want you to think they really like you.
Yeah, right.
I think there's probably a
Or
way
they're,
to.
current stripper days because they're all strippers as well still. They probably make more money stripping than they do sucking dick because I still think they get like $1,000 or $1,500 a scene unless they own the production company. Then they're making more money.
Not the big fat ones. Not the ones. You ever seen the worn out stripper that's now the bartender?
Well, no, it's been a while.
There used to be years ago. I mean, this is in the early 90s. Bill and I used
All
to go
the
to Maine.
bartenders are fucking hot at the
We'd
strip
stop
clubs
at
now.
the.
They'd strip their flannel shirts off.
Well, we go to Maine and stop at the. What's the place? In
Golden Banana.
The Golden Banana. Hey,
Lester was on the way back.
while you're in
Then it
there,
was the
one of these
cabaret.
and
1-in-1.
1-in-1. So the bartender was like all had the
Haggard.
raspy voice,
Right.
you know. But you could tell she had done some dancing.
Oy vey.
Not recently though. Well, maybe she was the mother of the guy that owned the place. Is that place still there?
Yes.
Oh my God, really?
Hard to believe. I wonder if it's still the same family that owns
It's
it.
low overhead. How can it go bankrupt?
Fucking location,
You-
location.
Uniforms don't cost much.
Right.
Yeah, but don't they have to like fucking dump Purell on the place at the end of the night?
Yeah, that could be the biggest cost. Purell.
I'm telling you.
Strip club is the biggest waste of money ever. I mean, a bigger waste of money than golf. Golf is a waste of fucking money. It's although, it's a nice walk, but speaking of golf, do you watch it at all?
Yeah, I watched Tiger.
I watched every second of it, and I was psyched because it was on in the morning. They
Right.
moved it back 5 hours. So it finished around the time the leaders are supposed to start. But Tiger Woods is the greatest comeback in the history of sports. He won the Masters again. First time in 15
saw
years,
that,
or 14 years. You saw it happen or you saw the story?
Well, I don't
I know you're not sitting there watching golf,
think I
Joe.
saw it happen. But
I watched every stroke. It was real fun.
I saw that he won, and I think 1995 was the first time a black person ever played on that course.
No, it was in the 70s. Lee Elder or Charlie Sifford.
That's Augusta, right?
Yeah, Charlie
Why
Elder.
would you go and play on a fucking racist course?
Well, there's black
For the
members
money.
now. Yeah, for the money. It's
How much money do you get if you win the
$2
Masters?
million.
$2 million bucks?
Probably a little bit more, yeah. But it's
Now, is
$2
that like
million.
TV money and shit? Who pays that?
Well, there's
The golf.
people buy tickets,
PGA.
and then
pays
there's TV money, and yeah, it's everything.
TV money.
Now, is that a
huge.
really nice golf
And they're
course?
sponsored events too.
It's the nicest golf course on God's green earth. It's also probably the most challenging, they say.
Really?
Yeah.
And it was less challenging because usually the last day they dry the greens out so they're lightning fast, but it kept raining every
Right,
night.
and so everything was nice and
So it was
soft
out
and
of their
supple.
control.
Yeah. So Saturday, in particular, everyone went crazy. Sunday, there wasn't a lot of craziness on Sunday, but they shot better than they usually do on a Sunday.
Because the ball was sticking.
Yeah.
Still got to be a bunch of crackers that own that.
Well, I don't know about crackers, but
Yeah,
it's still a
black hating.
pretty exclusive club to get into. You know, Condoleezza Rice is a member. That's a black woman.
No, she's not.
Look it up, stupid.
I bet she never
Why would
goes
I
there.
pull Condoleezza Rice out of the fucking ether?
She doesn't live in Georgia.
Well, more than half their membership doesn't live in Georgia. They're titans of industry from all over the country. Like Dwight Eisenhower wasn't from fucking Georgia. He was a fucking member. You know?
Really?
Yeah. Now, I don't know if they give I know they give the winners a jacket like all the members. I don't know if you win if you're a member, but you're invited back to the turn. That's what makes the Masters unique. If you win it, you can play in it until you can't fucking play anymore. And then, a certain amount of other qualifiers.
I wonder if Elon Musk plays golf.
I doubt it. He doesn't have fucking time for that nonsense. You know what I mean? He's got a lot on his mind.
Well, you wouldn't think a president would have time for that, but they all seem to play a lot of golf. Everyone we've ever had,
Yeah, they do like their golf.
even when they all suck at it.
I think maybe I think Reagan did not play. Carter didn't, but I mean everyone since then, both Bushes, fucking Clinton and most of them are cheaters. And actually, the best golfer out of all of them, and they say the best presidential golfer ever was W. He's almost a scratch player. It's like a one, carried like a one or something. And he
he
never
a
cheated.
cheater?
No, he never cheated. No. If you're a scratch golfer or a one handicap,
Clinton
you don't
cheated
cheat.
like a bastard.
Yeah, and so does Trump.
the Secret Service guys throw the ball out.
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
restaurant. Like Kung Fu.
Does Trump cheat like crazy?
Oh yeah, they say he's the worst fucking golf cheater ever. Of course he cheats at golf. I mean, he cheats at everything else. He's done them. But yeah, W was a good golfer.
That's just such
Because
bad
he's a fucking
character.
jock, you know what I mean? What? Cheating at golf is absolutely makes no sense whatsoever.
I know.
Out of
That's why it's
I used to play a lot,
so it's a
and
bad.
out of my
just
group
a
of friends.
bad-
We just had this discussion last week.
I know it's a good judge of character to go with somebody that cheats.
What it's like, it's the same thing as like say me, right?
I'd put a fucking 15 down.
It's the same thing as
Kung Fu would be-
saying I don't drink and then only drinking when no one's watching you. It's the same thing. It's
Yeah,
bad
you're lying to
character. You're lying to
yourself.
yourself. The group of guys I used to play with, I was by far the worst player. And I was the only one who would put a 10 or 11 or a 12 on my scorecard if I got a 10. They would be like, all right, 8. And I'm like, 8? You got like a 14. No, you can only, 8's the maximum. I'm like, where is that in the fucking rules? You know what I mean? 8 maximum. I like when you play in these scrambles like we all played in. I played in one. I played with Steve Grogan Steve Grogan, the fucking old-time quarterback. I played in it was a fivesome with him over at Kingston, Indian Pond, my boss's charity. And fucking, my boss and one of the other guys could actually play. Steve can play a little bit. His fucking legs are crippled. You know what I mean? He can hit it kind of straight, but he ain't hitting it that far, you know? But I sucked, and then the other guy we were playing with sucked. And they were cheating. They were
In a scramble?
In a scramble, because here's why. Everyone cheats in a scramble. The winning score that day, it was a par 72. The winning score was a 57. Yeah, okay, guys, you shot 15 under. That's what you did. You know what I mean? So everyone cheats in a scramble. You know what I mean? And I'm like, why would you cheat? Just let's all do our best. We had like 6 under. They wanted to put it at like 10 or 11. I'm like, we got fucking 6 birdies. Relax. You know what I mean?
57, huh?
Somebody shot a 57.
So that's a fucking total lie.
Yeah, lying assholes. That means they got
eight birdies on one nine and 7 on the other.
Yeah, they probably got an eagle in there or whatever, or 2, but
Yeah, they were lucky to make par most of the time, I'm sure.
it's
I
just
still
ridiculous.
think I hit the longest drive. I got fucked somehow.
There was a guy hitting it long that day.
Were you with us that day?
Yeah.
I was completely shit-faced, and I just fucking
They were the group ahead of us.
totally lucked out.
They were the group ahead of us that day.
Mine ended up...
Patty, remember Patty played with Bob and Bob
Yes,
Jr.? Was it
Bob
Bob
Jr.,
Jr.?
yes.
And your other kid,
And
was it?
Brett,
Yeah, all right. So, and then it was me, you, Butthead, and either my brother Paul or Fran. I can't remember.
I think it was your brother.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, because I think another year Fran played with us, but
Some fucker beat me by a couple yards.
yeah. Yeah, he pounded the shit out of it, Joe.
You know,
It was
can't
hilarious.
win anything.
Huh?
But they hit it before me. You're saying
No, it was after. It was after you.
So they weren't. They were
You
behind us.
got to move the stick to put it there, and then someone after you ended up beating you. Remember? You got to actually mark your ball as the farthest, and then someone else came in and beat you.
And I was farthest by a lot.
At that point, you were, and he.
I mean,
beat,
that's probably the best.
he beat you by
fucking
3 or 4
drive
yards.
I've ever had.
Well, of course it was.
Just completely
Because I landed in the
shit-faced.
fairway?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
that too.
Right down the middle too. Fucking baseball grip and everything.
I mean, I'm not a good golfer.
I mean, listen, golf's one of those things that
Hey,
you really got to play a lot of it. to be
Elon
able to
Musk
get-
said
unless you're
crack helps him
like
to survive
Bob
in
and
his
you're a
sleep.
natural athlete, and you just pound the shit out of it.
Bob is good
Yeah,
because he can go.
I only play like once or twice a year now.
me too. And it's usually a scramble.
Tournament, yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't played in years
I
now.
play with my kids.
Last time
weeks.
Tom had a tournament.
I'd like to play. I'd like to get out there. My brother is a good player, and his son is getting to be pretty good. I'd like to get out there with them, but again, I don't play anymore. So I used to hit fucking 160-yard pitching wedges. You know what I mean? And it's like now I need like a 5-wood to hit it funny. You know what I mean? I just can't hit it that far anymore. So, but I can putt pretty well, and I make sure no one else cheats.
What's the trick to keep concentrated and not distracted with this little sleep?
With this little sleep, what the
What
fuck
is that noise?
So-
My wife's
Vacuuming?
grinding up a goat or something.
Vibrator.
Can't.
Somebody asked Elon Musk that. and he
Can't
said
hear it on the mic.
Large amounts of crack.
Asked him what?
Surviving with little sleep.
Oh. Speed.
That was so funny. He was on Joe Rogan smoking pot, and everybody went crazy.
It's just a little weed.
You can buy it down the corner store.
Yeah, I know. Right in Wareham Center. Fucking
Main Street.
yep.
Do they have an actual, like, you can just go in and
Recreational
buy it?
dispensary for anybody.
At
Yep.
first, you had to take the trolley down. They had a bus service because they figured it was going to be packed. They didn't want everybody parking all over Main Street. So you had to park at the shopping center and take the tram down.
So, Wareham Center, like,
Old Wareham, Main
Old
Street.
Wareham.
Yeah.
and then where you take the right and go up the hill to the courthouse, that center there? With
No.
the fire department?
Down the hill from there.
On Main, right on Main. Right, you know how there's a there's like a back river behind the center of town there.
Yeah.
There's it's in that area.
It's from the post office, right
Yeah.
where the post office is in downtown.
Yeah, I think that's the same place we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
You're around the
You
corner.
don't go up the hill.
Yeah.
past-
No, that's.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you could go up to the
Yes.
hill, the town hall.
Oh,
but if you
yeah, yeah.
If you stay straight, that's Main Street, right?
Right.
And the fire department's right on that street. There's a Cumberland Farms.
Cumbies, right? Exactly. I was going to say that, but I couldn't remember if that Cumbies was
And then if
still
you
there.
keep
or not.
going, isn't Toby Hospital down there?
Yeah.
somewhere, too?
You know exactly what we're talking about.
So you can go. Where's the next closest place?
That has a recreational dispensary.
Yeah.
I believe Leicester, Massachusetts.
I think there's one in Watertown.
And that
Oh,
was
is there? Okay,
That
I
was the
believe that.
first one to open.
Leicester. Yeah.
I remember that because people were lining up.
Yeah. To pay twice as much. or
I
more.
wonder if the people in Wareham can they only take cash?
I don't know. I haven't been there yet. I almost went last week, but
That's the thing. You must have. If you got to take cash, you have to have some muscle there.
I got to
would think.
try the. I want to experiment a little bit with the edible dosage and find out what the correct dosage is to really relax without being fucked. You know what I mean? Because like one of those gumbies is good, but two of them is too much. So like maybe it's 1.5. I don't know, but I got to talk to. I want to talk to somebody because that's the thing. When you go there, they're all knowledgeable. You know what I mean? You tell them what you want. You tell them what you've done, what you're looking for, and they go, "Oh, this is what you need."
Those gummy bears it's 15 milligrams a piece.
Yeah.
But if you take them every day, you're going to build up a little bit of a tolerance.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just saying I have taken 1 and 2, and we all know you took 2 one night, either last week or a couple
I
weeks
took
ago.
3.
Oh, you took 3. You said you only took 2. You heathen.
It's like golf.
No. When I was here, I took 2.
Oh,
but I took 3 upstairs,
Afterward,
and that was pretty good, actually.
you must have been fucking high, dude.
It's not a bad feeling.
Yeah, no, I get it. The problem is with some of the actual weed, some of it's just too strong, and I don't know the difference between sativa and
Me neither.
and whatever the other one's called. And I remember growing up, there was brown shit, and there was Sensimelia and Lamb's Breath. That was it. There was 3 kinds, you know what I mean? And now there's fucking 400 different kinds, and one will make you relax, one will make you jumpy. If it's too strong, it makes me paranoid. I don't want to be paranoid. I just want to chill out, you know? Then again, maybe you shouldn't be smoking any of that shit, but for some reason, and you know me, I'm not too much into intelligent design, but I got a feeling that pot's there for a reason. You know what I mean? It came out of the fucking ground, man. It's
So did motor oil.
it's kind of medicine, though.
Right.
Yeah, but it's
And opium.
medicine.
Grows in fucking.
poppies.
Look at
You take a poppy,
opium's delicious. You just can't be doing it fucking, you know.
cocaine.
Yeah, but
That's what I.
cocaine
that's why
has
I
to be
laugh.
highly fucking. That's the difference between marijuana and opiates and cocaine. Marijuana doesn't go through the processing like all that shit. You don't got to grind it up and all that shit. I realize you got to fucking.
You just cut the poppy, and it'll bleed out, and you can take that.
Is
and
it
give yourself a whack?
Is it what do you mean? Like it's got the liquid inside of it?
Yeah.
I know nothing about it. So is that
Got
the
like
liquid
the
that they refine?
Bulb up on top, and then the flower.
See, I always thought they just refined the pollen or something off the shit. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It's not a process
they
like
cook
cocaine.
with the seeds, poppy seeds. They make poppy
That's
seed
true.
muffins and everything.
You can grow them. You can grow poppies,
Yeah.
and they've got poppies.
Powerful.
It's got opiate in it. Like you can make poppy tea and shit. Be all fucked up.
Again,
It's an ugly bird.
the one on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor thing. But she's a lot of fun, though. That's all I care about.
Well, she's annoying if you listen to her too much.
Yeah, well, she's
That's why
a
Rods are
mouthpiece.
always better with the fucking.
We're talking about Kellyanne Conway for those of you who can't see the television.
And her husband just can't seem to shut up about hating
Well,
Trump.
he hates him. He fucking
That's the
hates.
funny
He doesn't
thing.
just hate him. He thinks he's fucking. He's questioning his fucking mental stability, which is my favorite when people do that.
What kind of conversation does Trump and Kellyanne have about her husband?
Who knows? He must be slightly amused. You know. I'm sure he's not saying, "Why don't you leave him?" Because she's still there. By the way, she's been there longer than any of them. Her and Mike Pence. You know, she's not going anywhere because she's probably pretty good at her job. You know, she's just a mouthpiece. I don't know.
What are you going to do?
I'm only saying it because I got nothing else to talk about. I'm just talking about current events. That fucking cathedral in France burned.
Notre Dame.
And nobody cares.
Well, I think they care in France.
You think?
Sure they do.
Appar-
That's a. Well, first of all, you can't burn the stonework. Did it cave in?
No. The just stuff on the back and the top. They were doing renovations, like
They'll
a
be
lot of
able
wood.
to fix that.
Oh no, that fucking place is. The fucking skeleton of it is. It's more than a skeleton. You know what I mean? You know, and already a lot of French guys or French multi-billionaires.
What is the cathedral in Germany? It's fucking. I think it's Germany. It's huge. German cathedral.
I think the real big one that you're thinking of is in Barcelona, Spain.
I could be.
That's the one that's been being built for literally 800 or 900 years, and it's not done. Which, by the way, my daughter is going to Barcelona in a couple weeks.
She is.
My kids are world travelers. As you know, or don't know, Bob, I don't know if you remember, my ex is Dutch from Holland, so
Yes.
my kids have been back and forth a
Right.
bunch of times. I've been lucky enough to go to Europe a bunch of times, too. Went to Austria with them.
Cathedral.
Evan, my son, went on a school trip to Italy last year, and he fell in love. And my daughter is going to Spain with her aunt right after she graduates literally 2 days after she graduates college, not high school. My daughter's getting out of college in a couple of weeks. Which
Imagine
is fucking
starting
crazy.
something like starting a house, knowing that
You're never
you
going to
would
finish it.
spend- You'd start at 20 years old. Well, fucking 14 back then, or 12, and you're gonna die and it won't be finished.
Well, you don't have to worry about your next job that way.
Yeah, you don't have to like
Go looking for work.
right. You can probably live close to it. Like the cathedral in Germany, they started August 15th, 1248.
Oh, so what is that called in Germany, the one you're talking about?
It's the Cologne Cathedral.
Okay, why was that on your mind?
Because it's 516 feet tall,
Oh, okay.
and it opened in
Well, that's huge.
1322.
I think that is bigger than the one in Barcelona. It might be
For
taller.
some reason,
I don't think
was
it's.
thinking that was the tallest, but Barcelona.
I don't think that's as tall, but it might be more, voluminous. It has a bigger footprint. The one in Barcelona is
Yeah,
fucking
because it's
huge.
got it's got flying buttresses
Yes, exactly.
in Barcelona.
The priests love those flying
Yeah,
buttresses.
they love that.
They certainly do.
Which reminds me too, and this just shows you how fucking juvenile I am. That guy from the mayor from South Bend, Indiana, who's running for president, Pete, the gay guy,
295
He
feet.
was kissing his husband
Pete.
on TV.
His last name is Pete Buttigieg or something. I don't know how you pronounce it, but the first four letters of his last name is Butt. I mean, you can't make the shit up.
Do you think
He's
Do
37.
you think he's the catcher out of the relationship?
Oh, by the way, he's an interesting character too because he says that's how God made him, and he would rather that he was straight, but he's not because God made him that way.
I heard that.
Yeah, which I think is a fucking pretty.
Now, do you think all gay guys fuck each other in the ass?
No, a lot of them just blow each other,
See that?
and even the guys who are like, mates or married, whatever you want to call it, like going steady. Not a lot of ass play going on. Some of them are into it. I can't imagine the guys who are into getting it.
Brokeback Mountain was false.
No, I don't think so. Again,
Well,
I still haven't seen that
Those are
movie.
Dirty Cowboys.
Jesus Christ, I never saw that.
Saddle up.
I saw that
I know
movie.
the gist of the movie.
I don't know why. I just morbid curiosity,
Yeah.
and it was, it was kind of painful to.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Yeah, it was.
come
It's effective filmmaking.
You saw it.
Especially when they start kissing.
Well, especially when he and it's always that, how even with heterosexual sex, it's always like the guy's fucking the girl up against the wall and her legs are straight down, and I'm like, either he's got a 47-inch dick that goes like this,
Yeah.
it takes a
usually the
90-degree
case.
up angle,
Yep.
and they're all panting and.
Oy vey.
I don't know why they do that, because it's like if you've ever had sex, it doesn't really work that way.
I mean,
You got to have like her legs up over your shoulders.
listen, movies is magic. You know what I mean?
I watched a documentary on Harvey Weinstein today,
Yeah.
and half of the broads, I believe, have regret. They willingly sucked Harvey's cock
Yeah, yeah. They're just
and fucked him,
right.
and they've come out to so like disgusted that they actually did it. That they've come out and said,
That he forced them.
yes. I believe it's probably about
It's
half.
shame. It's
Free
more shame
Harvey
than anything.
Weinstein.
And he is so fucking ugly.
He's vile.
He isn't. That is an ugly dude. And I mean, I'm saying, like, that's a fucking bridge troll right there. I mean, I'm no. I
Looker?
know I'm better looking than Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, yeah, by far, Joe.
The
Listen.
German Cathedral is 516 feet. The Barcelona is 295.
Yeah, it's half.
I want to say that it's the tallest cathedral.
Must be, yeah. The
Those
Bar-
Germans don't give up,
Right.
I wonder if they have the gas showers down in the basement.
Yeah, right.
Well, they might have. Maybe they got like it's a fucking skin roof.
With
Isn't
tattooed
that-
Jews.
Oy vey.
Isn't that awful? They
like
fucking
like a lampshade.
Jew hide roof. Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry to my Jewish brothers and sisters.
If anyone listens to Kinda Right, they know we love Jewish people and Israel. So
Especially the ones with all the money.
we kid because we love.
Yes,
We kid because we love, you filthy Hebes.
yes, we do.
And you know who you are.
No Jew skin roof.
Hey, you,
But this is it's a hell of a cathedral. I don't know why I know about this. But they had to put these things together in such a fashion, like putting the roof together. They had the inverse pans between columns, and it's held kind of like an arch, but same idea. It's all the weight pressing against one another
yeah.
keeps it in place. And the flying buttresses came in because the columns were moving out
Yeah.
ever so slowly, and then the fucking roof would cave in. And they'd be having a mass, and, the roof was up 200 feet, and some, brick would hit your mother.
Right.
And that was bad.
Yeah, it can't have that. Well, the Notre Dame Cathedral has them flying buttresses as well.
Yeah, that's a cool cathedral.
The one in Cologne. You got a picture? I don't think I've seen that one. I've seen the one in Barcelona, and it's fucking crazy. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that's a cool cathedral, isn't it?
Fucking awesome. Did you got a picture of the Barcelona one? That is fucking nuts too. It looks like something out of. It's a totally different fucking take on, cathedral architecture or whatever.
Well, they built them everywhere.
I think that one's 800 or 900 years old too.
Yeah, they were all about the same time period.
Crazy, and they're not done.
Did you see that? Yeah, this one was open in 1298. And the one in Germany was opened in 1322.
There you go. Same fucking era.
But that was the era in which they built them.
Yeah.
It was the 12th to the 14th century. I don't. You ever watch that? I read that it was one of the few books I've ever read was Pillars of the Earth.
Okay.
Have you ever read that?
I don't think so.
And then Oprah came out and read it years after I read it, and then they made a like a 1-part series. You know what I mean?
Yeah, documentary type.
No, it wasn't documentary. It was but it was like a. What do they call that? Where it's not a movie, but it's
An after school special?
no. It's got 8 parts to it, like Roots.
A miniseries.
Yeah, miniseries.
Yeah.
I watched Roots not long ago, the original one. It's pretty good still.
You know, I wanted to watch that because I haven't seen it since I watched it when I was a kid.
I remember when it came
When it was
out, it was a
on
big,
TV.
big deal.
Yeah.
Well, we got to stay up an hour later because we got to watch Roots.
It was really good.
All I remember
Chicken
is
George
that
and,
Kizzy spit in
Massa
Sandy.
Moore, Massa Harvey.
All I
and
remember is Kizzy
Kunta
spitting
Kinte.
in
Massa Moore's
fucking
face.
Sandy Duncan's water at the end.
Oh.
Gave her a drink of water. She didn't remember, so she spit in it. She drank it.
Is
Modern day McDonald's.
is Sandy Duncan still alive?
I don't think so, man.
That's
Sandy Duncan. Fucking what do you call it? Peter Pan. She made
Peter Pan.
She did the Peter Pan thing.
She was in everything, wasn't she?
God,
Yeah.
Mike, that Peter Pan, that whole thing. My younger nephew Dylan was on the fucking tech crew for the junior high school's production of Peter Pan, and the young girl who played Peter Pan in that movie, in that play, was amazing. I'd never seen a fucking school play so good. And they did the whole thing with the harness and the flying around and the kids singing. There was like hundreds of kids singing. It was pretty amazing. But Sandy Duncan,
Yeah,
whom
she's
by the
still
way,
kicking.
she must be 74.
73.
All right. It's my parents' age. What a good guess. I jerked off to her.
Did you see that? She had a nice
To a
little
guy named
body
Peter?
on her.
Yeah, and I kept them at, because that was the other thing. Her initials were SD, and so was Sammy Davis Jr.'s.
Magazine pages don't age.
And both of them had a glass eye. So I used to fucking jerk off to her glass eye. That used to turn me on.
Sandy Duncan has a glass eye?
Yeah, her and Sammy Davis. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Remember
Sandy
Paul
Duncan.
Williams?
Of course, the guy who was.
The midget?
The little short guy.
Yeah.
And he was
It's
fucking
an
in everything.
old-fashioned love song. The guy who wrote that.
He wrote a shitload of
Wrote a lot of
songs.
songs that you don't know about. He was in Smokey and the Bandit as the smaller of the
Little
twins.
Enos?
Little Enos. And he
Yeah.
was also on the TV version of Planet of the Apes in the 70s. He wasn't in the movies, but he was on the
He was
TV
in
version.
fucking everything.
And he looked like a fucking little orangutan.
And he was on Johnny Carson like 75 times or something.
Yeah.
And then he just disappeared.
Is he dead?
No.
He's gotta
there
be
was
in
a,
his
there's a
80s.
documentary about him, and he's still like going out.
He was
digging
just on
and-
Gas Monkey Garage.
No shit. Paul Williams?
Yeah.
What the
probably-
fuck?
He came out and called Richard stupid. Like
What's he into cars or something?
Well, they did they went down and got Burt Reynolds' signature on a Trans Am.
Oh, okay.
They had to make a copy Trans Am.
I got you.
So they drove it down there and got a signature on the glove box and came back. And he comes out in the show in the garage there and goes, "Way to go, stupid," because he used to call Burt Reynolds stupid.
Right.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That's funny.
He's 78.
All
He had
right.
his cowboy hat on, his blue, baby blue suit.
God love him.
5'2". Is Gas Monkey the guy with the fucking?
Richard Rawlings.
Is he irritating?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like a
Yeah.
irritating fuck. I couldn't watch that
Yeah.
show
Oh, yeah.
because he's like an
irritating.
arrogant asshole, isn't
Yeah.
he?
He won the Gumball Rally. He won the real one from Boston to.
I think he
New
was
York.
on Joe Rogan. He's kind of a.
He's a gazillionaire now, just from that stupid show. from Dallas, Texas.
Those lights just get lighter.
I don't know, man.
Yes. He went to college with his buddy Dennis, who is a millionaire, and that's how he got his start, by hanging around with a millionaire. But they drove a foreign car cross country and set the new record in the in the real Gumball Rally.
I didn't know. There's a real one?
Yeah.
They actually do that.
Yeah.
So, but that show's been on for a long time. Like, that survived a lot of these car shows.
Yeah. Now he has another show called Garage Rehab, where he goes and finds old shitty garages and pumps money into them, and he takes over half the business and stuff.
It's not a bad model.
Gets them up and running.
Yeah.
Half.
I wonder what happened to the. What do you think happened to the fucking the Orange County chopper dudes?
It's on. They're back on. Just started last month.
Get out. Are they really?
Are they all made up and stuff? Like the old man and the Paul Jr.?
Yeah, but
The old man's gotta be
They don't
dead.
hang around much.
They don't hang out.
They get along all right.
I really liked that show when it was first on, but it was just like, after you watch 20 or 25 of them, it was just kind of the same thing. Even the bike building thing, I was like, all the bikes look the fucking same. And I'm like,
The old man only has like 2 or 3 guys that work for him now.
Okay.
The big thing's gone.
Yeah.
He went bankrupt.
oh, no shit, poor bastard.
Got to sell his house.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
probably right around 2008 when everything hit the
Yeah.
shit hit the fan. Because I don't know when they went off the air, but now
I
the
think
Sun
in
had
13.
his own show.
Yeah.
But the Sun I just always thought the Sun was as dumb as a stump.
Yeah. Jesse James thought so too.
He's just, well, remember they had that bike build off?
And Jesse James built the best bike, and he came in last.
And he's looking at it, had like fucking
the wooden ribs.
wooden spokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, look at that piece of shit. It's a fucking joke.
Cake decorator.
You couldn't ride that. You couldn't ride that to downtown. Never
Right.
mind.
To get his big gulps. He's always got a big gulp in his hand. Jesse
Yeah.
James.
Yeah. Because he's a fucking fool.
It's funny because after that, the old man had Jesse James Hot Rod Garage down in Austin, Texas, redo a hot rod for him, like a old Ford 37 Ford or something,
Yes.
or 31 Ford. The ones
Now,
that
is
are real
he-
hard to get?
Jesse James back on television, or is he all done?
No, he was on the Austin Speed Shop, but then
I think he just wants to like build shit and not be
yeah,
on TV.
he does. He sold his business making the fenders and gas tanks and everything, and so he's loaded.
Yeah. Well, he got
And-
rid of West Coast choppers, right?
He stopped that, and then he ended up hating Sandra Bullock, so he was out banging other broads.
Oh,
so she got
poor
mad at him.
Sandy.
She got mad at him.
Well, he didn't take all her money. He could have taken
No.
like some of it.
I don't think he wanted any of her money.
Nah, he make his own
He
way.
wanted to give it a run with a nice girl, but he's found out he's better off with the porn stars and the lunatics.
Well, I mean,
Well, he didn't. He
Face
start
it.
dating that fucking tattoo girl.
Yeah, Cat
Cat
Mandu.
Von D.
Yeah, Cat Mandu, whatever her name is.
Catmandu.
Good looking girl. Apparently, she got a lot of her tattoos removed.
She did.
Yeah, not all of them because you can't, but the ones that she regretted. Because when you get that many, you're gonna have a couple you fucking regret. You know what I mean?
Right.
When you were drunk.
Yeah, or
The one of, I don't know, your boyfriend's cock.
Well, I was gonna say, or the one that you had your
Shooting on her eye.
one of the 12 other tattoo artists that you dated in your life. You had each one of them work on you, and the one you really hated, you had to get the one that he put on you taken off.
And you couldn't see it because it was on her ass, and it said
Well,
his
of course
name
it
or
was.
something, yeah.
What's that nursery rhyme that Andrew Dice Clay did?
Hickory dickory dock.
No. Georgie Porgy putting in pie, shot a load in his girlfriend's eye. When his girlfriend's eye dried shut, Georgie fucked that one-eyed slut.
Now, that's a nursery rhyme.
Yeah, it is. Poor Dice. His Showtime show was good there for a little while, and he got canceled.
He's canceled?
Oh, it's been canceled
They're
for
not-
longer than it was on, dude.
They're not doing a third. I fucking love that show.
Yeah, it's canceled.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I wonder what they had to have viewers.
Because everybody's offended by everything now.
It's terrible out there. Hey, well, you're over there.
No one likes a good joke anymore. So
I mean-
they used to be called jokes. Now it's personal.
Well, that whole Dice Man thing that was a character. You know, he
You mean he didn't really fuck the one-eyed slut?
no.
Right.
I mean, it was a fucking goof, and there's people like getting offended by.
I'm going to neatly combine two of the recent topics we've been talking about. Homosexuals and jokes.
Well,
What's the difference between a refrigerator and a faggot?
I don't know.
A refrigerator doesn't fart when you take your meat out of it. And how's this? Just so we're equally offending. Did we talk about Jewish people earlier? Oh, yeah. How's this one? What's the difference between a stinking heap and a pizza?
Got me, baby.
Pizza doesn't scream when you put it in the oven.
Oh, that's an old one.
All right, thank you. I'll be here all week. Those are
You know,
awful
I want to
jokes.
say that there's more gay people that are not offended than are offended. Meaning, I think there's most gay people don't give a shit.
about what?
Well, what I'm saying is there's a group of people out there, but I don't think it's any kind of a majority. They're just loud.
Yeah, no, I think it's with anything.
Like you just
yeah,
said, they're offended by everything. They're lunatics,
yeah, that's fringe.
and they want to
probably.
control
Although
speech.
It does seem like it's more
There's
and
one
more.
of them. She was offended.
Not anymore, though, right? I
How
thought.
can she be offended?
She's part Cherokee too, you know.
Yeah, no, she's kind of given up. She's like,
You can't really take anything Cher says seriously because she's Cher. But
with the fucking face surgery too. Jesus
That
Christ.
didn't go well.
I think she's fucking 80, isn't she?
She's 75, something like that. Yeah.
There's like
Sonny saw it coming. That's why he drove into the tree on the skis.
Yeah, right.
no, he was married to somebody else.
Wow.
Who got his fucking congressional seat, didn't she? Yeah. I forget her name now.
Got Sonny's.
Yeah.
I don't
She
think she's
married
there
into
anymore.
it. No, that was a long time ago. Sonny might be dead fucking 25 years
She's still
by now.
getting paid, I bet, though.
Oh, of course. Well, if she was in
Yeah.
the Congress, she's getting paid. That's fucking
Lifetime.
Isn't that 100% for life?
Yeah. That's
Not
why
even 80.
they don't get Social
Like if you're a
Security.
cop. Yeah, right.
I'm surprised they don't, but they don't.
Mayor Ed Rendell.
Fucking thief.
Yeah, I was going to say he's a thug. Anyone who's the mayor of a major American city, you can rest assured they're a fucking thug.
So you mean Mayor White was a thug?
Oh yeah. Here's Los
boy.
Angeles today.
Ray Flynn wasn't, though.
Yeah, right.
See Los Angeles today?
Yeah, well,
That's just a
they got a
small
lot of
part of
sales
it.
tax on those tents.
It's fucking like Skid Row is like
Oh, yeah.
15 blocks wide and 20 blocks long. It's just LAPD officer is severely beaten on Skid Row and left for dead. Oh, that's good.
He shouldn't walk down there with donuts in his pocket.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
Right. You know,
someone on
every
Skid
once
Row.
in a while, fucking payback's a bitch.
Maybe someone on Skid Row has our RSS feed.
You know,
You don't think Rodney King's living there?
Rodney's
to this.
dead.
So, an old realtor of mine
Yeah.
who owned this subdivision I live in, I saw him at the courthouse
Yeah.
today, and I said, "What are you doing here?" And he goes, "Well, I was going to ask you the same thing, but I asked him first." His son, I guess, has a little bit of an alcohol problem.
Okay.
So,
Doesn't make him a bad guy.
nope. So he was doing a little drinking, and his father said, "Listen, you got to stop. I have to call the cops because he gets a little crazy." So he had never called the police before. calls the police. And the cop comes in and he starts questioning him about, okay, so now where was your son? Well, he was in the room here. And so where were you? I was in the doorway. And what were you doing? I was, he was trying to get out, so I was kind of blocking him a little bit. And, well, did he touch you at all? Well, yeah, I mean, he bumped into me a little bit. And long story short.
He got arrested for filing a false report?
No. They they arrested his son, and he's
Assault
being
and
charged with battery
On his father?
on his father, who doesn't want it.
Yeah.
He says he didn't fucking touch me. He didn't hit me.
So
And
why
he-
did he call the cops, though? I'm still missing that part.
He called the cops because he knew that his son. He wanted them to arrest him and put him in like.
Protective
PC.
PC him, not
But
arrest
they
him for
arrested
beating
him and charged him,
For Christ's sake.
and he didn't touch him.
Yeah.
And he's going to court trying to say, I don't want this fucking charge.
Right. Crazy.
And the cops are not allowing it to be dropped because they're fucking cocksuckers.
Yeah, because they got nothing else to fucking worry about.
How many shows have we gone since I've said I fucking hate the police? I hope they all get shot in the fucking head.
I believe 100.
Although their job's not dangerous enough.
I believe 115 shows.
Oh, I was like, you got to be. I said, are you serious? Meaning they, like, were you hurt at all? Like, did you have a brute? No. He said, you know what the thing is? I talked to the cop. And I said, that's it. Big mistake. Never talk to him. They're looking to fucking charge somebody so they can justify their existence.
Yeah.
Because they're a useless pack of scum.
Not to mention getting overtime for going to court.
Oh, yeah, that too. But they're scum. They're fucking scum. They're not. The cops are not there to help you, ever. They're not there to help you. They're there to find someone to arrest and to charge. And I hope they all fucking die. So.
And also keep in mind that if you had a kid die from a heroin overdose or an opium overdose,
It's the cops' fault.
it's the cops' fault.
They're the ones that are making them take the heroin by keeping the good opiates away from them.
The controllable ones with
If
the
they
fucking
just let 'em
actual
take it,
dosage on the fucking package.
Supervise fucking, give them the fucking pills. Let them take it.
At least let them grow poppies.
Let them grow poppies.
There you go.
Maybe you could teach them a trade, and they could make like medical grade opium.
They could get a tax
You know what I
break
mean?
by having solar grow lights for their poppies.
Fuck yeah. Maybe they could get free solar grow lights
There you go.
and free solar panels
And
to run the grow lights.
And free manure.
And then they could be productive members of society while they're all whacked out on fucking opiates. But at least they wouldn't be dead. But no cop has that much. They're stupid. You got to be an idiot to be a cop.
Well, I mean, there's not a
You
lot.
really do. I mean, who can stand there for 8 hours and watch somebody fucking work a backhoe in the boiling sun?
I don't know. If you're getting
Other
60
than a
bucks an
moron.
hour,
Well, they don't.
I don't care.
They
You
don't
can pay me
watch.
$1 million.
They're all on their phones now. They don't watch the traffic. They don't watch the guy digging the hole. They don't watch the guy climbing.
Well,
the
their
hole.
purpose has always been suspect being there. Do you remember that?
Of course, we live in the only fucking state in the
doesn't
country
allow flagmen.
that doesn't allow flagmen. Right? It's crazy. Get someone a fucking job for $20 an hour and a little health insurance. You know what I mean? Rather
We put
than
a
this
water line
fucking
up there
trough
on
feeding
Russell
they
Mills
got.
Road. Remember that?
Yes.
And they made him get a fucking cop for a dead end street, a dead end dirt road.
Right, because it's still a fucking,
One person lived on the other side.
Right.
We had to pay for that.
I have to work. I have to work police detail on a lot of my bids, like in the city. If you're doing a building that you have to have a lift for, and if you're on, well, obviously if it's a boom lift, but even if it's going straight up and you're on the sidewalk, you have to pay for a detail.
Really?
So yeah, I'm pretty familiar with what each town, whatever you got, what they charge. You know what I mean? Because whenever you're blocking any kind of public way, whether it's a sidewalk or a street, you have to have a cop there.
You have to have
and
a
it's
pig?
And it's an 8-hour minimum.
I thought it was a 4-hour minimum.
No, it's an 8-hour minimum.
Oh,
They show.
So they go there for an hour and it's fucking.
Well, if it was 4 hours, then they would lie and cheat like the state police.
Yeah, right.
So they make it 8, so it's worth their while.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
Alan knows a lot of guys that worked at the electric company. And they used to always ask him, like, if they were there for 3.5, they'd say, hey, can you just put down for 8? You know what I mean? Because they'd want to get. Because it used to be it was a 4-hour minimum.
Right.
Now it may still be down here. I don't know.
Yeah,
if it's
I
the
don't
same
know.
As the city.
No, the city.
But hey, can you just put down for 8 for me? And the guy that he knew wouldn't do it. He'd go, no. I mean, you were here for 4 hours. You got $80 an hour or 50 or whatever. Fuck you. You made more money than
65.
me.
Fucking Cambridge, and this is the only town like
And
it.
you're a moron.
In Cambridge, not only do you have to have the cop, you have to pay a daily fee to the town of city of Cambridge if you rent a lift for outside work. Boston doesn't even have that.
So if you own your own lift, you don't have to pay the fee?
Well, yeah, you have to. If you're using it, you have to pay the fee.
Oh.
So for however many days you are using that lift, you pay the city of Cambridge $200 a day on top of what you got to pay the fucking cop if you're on,
To be using the lift?
Yep. Just to have it. City
Meaning-
of Cambridge is the only place.
So that's not extortion, huh?
Yeah, I'm just saying that place is crazy. They call it the People's Republic of Cambridge. So, I mean, they soak every, that's a tax, basically. That's an extra tax on business is what it is, But you write it into, ultimately the customer pays for it, not the business, you know what I mean? And then you mark it up, fucking 12% overhead and 20% profit, and everyone's
you
making
noticed
money.
That.
The customer gets fucked.
Do you ever listen to Jim and Marjorie?
I used to listen to them all the time. I don't listen to them anymore. I listen to them once in a while, but I'm never
I know
in the
why,
car.
because
I'm never
Marjorie
in the car.
used to be somewhat reasonable.
No, she's not. Well, I'm at work
Now
now.
she's a
when they're
crazy
on-
person.
They're on 12 to 2, aren't they?
She's
to 2.
where Jim used to be, and then Jim's in Insaneville.
Is he even
He's
more
in-
out of his mind?
He's in Nancy Pelosi land.
yeah.
So
Marjorie
they're
started.
on NPR because I keep NPR on.
Yeah.
Because I can't listen to a fucking.
Marjorie started doing that before they were on NPR. When there was still the talk radio station, she was just starting to get a little fucking out of her fucking
Bat
tits.
shit?
Yeah.
Because she was for
Out
a
of her
long
ample
time,
tits.
she was sort of like somewhat reasonable.
Yeah.
You wouldn't call her a conservative,
No,
but
no,
she
no.
was like middle of the road.
Yeah.
I mean, she could see both sides, and now she's
No, she's
ever
gone,
since
so.
Trump got in, they're all
Oh, yeah,
out of their
they're
mind.
Trump derangement syndrome, man.
Look at patriotic millionaires want to pay more taxes.
There you go. They push to pay more in taxes.
Yeah.
Jim Browdy.
No, he wouldn't push to pay more.
He pays more. That's his thing. He always pays more than he owes to the state.
to the state.
Yeah, to the state,
Yes.
not to the feds.
Well, you know what? At least he's walking the walk.
Yeah,
That's
he always pays a little extra.
that's good, I guess. What's it gonna do tomorrow? Gonna be nice.
I
Yes.
believe we're getting a really good stretch of weather, man.
You coming here tomorrow?
I think so. I got to put a new faucet at my sister's shop, and then I'm going to come here and paint that shed when it warms up.
The paint. Bill's coming here tomorrow. I don't know whether he's got to go and pick it first or later on.
Oh, I feel so bad. I used to be in that union.
Now you drive by and yell at him.
I
get back to
fucking
work.
yelled at him on Saturday, just to get a rise out of my wife. You know what I mean? I was on the phone with her. I'm like, hold on,
Get back to work.
fucking get to work, you lazy cunts.
Well,
Empty water bottle doesn't get
They,
very far.
Bill's not getting affected at all. I mean, they're not making. I guess this is newer hires,
Yeah,
but I can't believe the state of Massachusetts had the law like that if you worked on Sunday, you get time and a half.
Yeah.
And the state of Massachusetts has retracted that law,
Okay.
which is kind of surprising, isn't it?
Well,
For
I think-
part-timers or full-timers also.
Yeah, because I think
For both, I think.
no, because it was for both, but I think they want you to work 40 hours before you get
Get time and a half.
and a half.
Right. Yeah, you got to work 40 hours before you get time.
is what they figured it out.
Yeah.
Because people were having part-time help, and the kids would work Friday and Sunday, and they'd have to pay them extra just because of Sunday, and they only work 16 hours a week.
Well, it
Didn't
is the
make sense.
Lord's Day.
Yeah, swear to God.
Right.
I don't know, but I guess they were fighting against that, and then it's a lot of it's the health insurance.
To answer your question, tomorrow is going to be 54 and mostly sunny in our hometown. And then Thursday, it looks like rain in the afternoon, but not the morning. Friday doesn't look too good for outside either, but it's warm.
Saturday either.
Nope, Saturday and Sunday. I guess I lied. I thought we had a good run of weather. Shit, there's a lot of rain in the
It's
forecast.
just going to be warm, though. It's going to be in the 50s.
Yeah, it's
so.
plenty. I think we're all set. I put my tomatoes out a little early because I looked and it's like, all right, it's not going to be below 45 even
Yeah,
at night.
but it was 28 the other day.
Well, I
when
did
got
it
out.
after that, but I fucking didn't know it was supposed to fucking hurricane yesterday.
Oh, yeah, windy.
Oh my God, those things got tore up.
So where's the paint, you're saying now?
It's in the back of that Chevy up there.
Oh.
I've had that trailer up there for like a week just to make sure the neighbors know that I care about them.
Right, they'll be all right, especially next door.
Right over there.
They'll be fine.
Oh, these people don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
they don't give a shit. What about Linda? Linda's replacement. Do they care?
I don't think I've ever met them.
Never even met them. That's cool. It's all right.
They leave
It's
me
okay
alone.
to not know your neighbors. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't go out of my way to not know them. I just don't go out of my way to know
To
them.
know them either. Yeah. I mean, if they come over,
Well, a lot of them probably are up during the day. That's why.
right.
That could be it.
That could be it.
I like the guy that fucking
A lot of them roll out of bed before
a
noon.
double window out
Yeah.
Dee's house.
Yeah.
Bob noticed that. I wouldn't have caught it.
So he wouldn't have to look over here.
Yeah, right.
I think that's fucking awesome.
I mean,
How can you beat that?
got to give them kudos.
That's
right?
that's a fucking neighbor and a half. I should go introduce myself. And
It's a
say,
win-win.
Hey, here's a case of beer. Thanks for taking that window out.
So I don't have to look at you.
Because I don't want your fat wife
your
staring
wife.
out here. But
So the only other thing I got, well, no, I got a couple things, and they're just fucking pop culture tripe. If I said the words to you, Georgette died, would you know who I was talking about?
Georgette, the fucking Ted's Georgette
Yeah.
from Mary Tyler Moore.
She was a lot younger than I thought she was.
How old was she?
Just 70. You figure she would be older than that.
And she's dead?
Yeah, she died yesterday.
How about
Just reminded me of some of them good old shows, you know?
The other lady died too. That was on Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, the mother?
Yeah, the mother.
Yeah.
Robert's wife's.
Doris Roberts
Yeah.
is her name.
Oh no, not her.
Oh, no?
Robert's wife there. Remember the brother with the long face? There?
Yeah, yeah.
the cop's wife?
Yeah.
Oh, his wife died.
She died.
Oh, no shit.
I saw it today.
Wow.
She had the big long face like her. It was real skinny.
I'm having trouble fucking picturing
I can't
who it is.
picture her. But the woman that played Raymond's wife, she's been like a wife in like
A lot of
5
stuff.
shows
Yeah,
in
she's
a
on
row.
another one. Yeah.
She's great in that show.
But
Patricia Heaton.
everybody Loves Raymond did that even make it into the 2000s?
I don't think so. I just watch the reruns once in a while.
Like fucking Seinfeld ended in 97 or something.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
I
it's
think
crazy.
even before that.
You could be right. Like it started in the 80s.
And that syndication money is fucking.
Rolling in.
Friends,
Yeah, I don't watch
Yeah.
that one.
those Friends ones, those fucking people are the luckiest people ever.
Yeah.
Because I could never get through one. I couldn't
The
get
show
through
was
one
not
show.
particularly good.
That was terrible.
It was just about looking at Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox. That's all.
Yeah, not even that gets pretty fucking old.
Hey, by the way, Jennifer Aniston's better looking now than she was when she was on that show. I think. I mean, she's a good looking girl. You know.
She's probably taking it in the ass for a good looking guy too.
I
Now.
mean, yeah.
Well, she is a farm girl.
Yeah. Listen. Doesn't make her a bad girl.
But
Makes her a good girl.
hey, what happened to Angelina Jolie?
I don't know. That's weird that you asked that because I
She
saw a
turned
very
into
weird.
Skeletor.
I just thought of that.
Yeah, really. She's like had a bobblehead and everything.
'cause
She's like 76 pounds. Or
yeah,
something.
Because Brad Pitt was
She's all
married
lips.
to Jennifer Aniston, and I just
Yeah.
thought of it.
yeah.
What happened to her? Is she like fucking?
She lost her mind, and he had to get away from her. And
Yeah,
then
they're not together anymore. either.
Does she have the kids?
yeah,
believe
Poison
so.
them
so, but
with
he,
that fucking
I think he gets them a lot, from what I've read.
Angelina Jolie. Let's see what's going on with her.
See if they have a current picture.
Oh my God!
Crazy, right?
Looks like an Ethiopian.
Holy fuck! Look at this one. Look at that one.
She's way worse.
No, she's fucked.
what she looks like right now.
Oh yeah.
Look at this one.
That's not what she looks like right now either.
She's got to look worse.
Yeah, she looks
Oh,
way worse. now.
worse.
Really?
Yeah. Poor thing. Her father, however, is holding up nicely.
Her father doesn't give a fuck
He's
about
the
her.
best.
It was so funny. I watched. Well, it wasn't. It was kind of sad because they caught the two of them on camera together, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like he kind of like forgot her name, and then he didn't know any of the kids' names.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, that's what's that one's name over there?
That's Rutabaga.
Maddox.
And she was adopting fucking kids everywhere, trying to fucking, I don't know.
Did you guys ever see that Ray Donovan on Showtime? I think it's going to have
Yeah.
one more. See, John Voight, her father, is in that playing
He's great.
Leaf Shriver's father. He's so fucking good in that show.
So she looks worse than that?
Yeah.
See if you can get a current picture.
She looks,
You'll be shocked.
yeah.
She's only 43 years old, too. What is she like? Fucking.
Emaciated.
She's, yeah, emaciated, exactly. That's the exact word.
She looks like a skeleton with,
Fucking her face is all sallow.
some of
and
that
shit.
Jew skin you were talking about.
Yeah, right.
Stretched over.
Transparent and everything.
Just kind of stretched over her
Horrid.
bones.
It's horrid.
See, there's just her and pictures of Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brad had to beat it.
He was like, I gotta get out of this fucking crazy
Yeah, I mean, he's still holding it together.
lunaticville here. Brad's a pretty regular guy
Yeah.
for a.
Doesn't he
for
fancy
a-
himself an architect as well? Doesn't he have literally a degree in architecture or something?
I don't know, but I don't think he's a bad guy.
Did you ever see him in that movie when he was the gypsy boxer?
Yes.
That's
Oh.
one of the best
was,
movies he ever
Lock,
made.
Stock, no, that was the
No.
other one. That's called Snatched.
Snatch.
And he was great in that movie.
He was great. That was his best movie he ever made. I
excellent,
think.
excellent fucking movie.
They had to use captions when he talked because he talked so much like the gypsy.
Yeah, Lock, Stock was both those movies were made by Guy Ritchie, Madonna's ex-husband. That's why we're thinking Lock, Stock because
Yeah,
it's made
because-
by the same guy, same troupe of actors, two different
And
characters. The guy who played Bricktop in that movie,
Yeah.
how great was he?
Yeah.
And he brought to fame, Guy Ritchie brought to fame that Jason Statham and the other fucking Vinnie Jones,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
who I like. Vinnie Jones is like fucking crazy. He's the guy that was
He's great in that movie.
he was a footballer or something, one of them, or a rugby
rugby
player,
guy, yeah, something
lunatic.
like that.
And
He got work.
Brad Pitt was. I remember Brad Pitt was worried because he's like, I'm gonna, he went to Guy Ritchie and he said, I'm gonna fuck your movie up. I don't know how to do this, play this fucking lunatic, and he did a perfect. It was perfect.
Yeah.
It was great.
The pikey.
But apparently,
Never trust a pikey.
Yeah.
those gypsy, they call them, the trailers, the
Caravans.
caravan,
Yeah, Caravan.
the caravan,
Periwinkle Blue.
and the gypsies That's a real fucking deal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've seen it in both Ireland and they have them in fucking Holland as well. They call them travelers in Ireland.
They pull into town and,
Yep.
you know,
Hang out for a little while.
steal shit, get thrown out,
Yeah, move on.
put on a show, whatever.
Yeah, it's their way of life.
But, you know, when Hitler killed a lot of gypsies,
Well, actual Roma gypsies. Yeah, Romanian gypsies. That's an ethnic group.
killed them.
Killed them. Yeah, burnt them.
But they were, you know, they were travelers.
What's the difference between a gypsy and a pizza? Sorry. That's what I should have said.
You put the fucking pizza in the oven? Or,
No,
I don't know.
Pizza doesn't scream when you put it in the oven.
I got you.
The same fucking joke. Oh, there he is, Mayor Pete Buttigieg. I don't even know how you say his last name.
Takes it in the ass.
You're too young to be president, and America's not ready for a gay man to be president. Sorry, I'm not. I have no You know me. I have absolutely no problem with faggots, but fucking America's not ready for a homosexual
Mayor Butt
president.
Pirates out.
Mayor Butt Pirate. That's exactly
Yeah,
it.
it's just not. I'm not ready for
Mayor
like
Butt
the,
Chug.
the fucking Christmas kiss between the groom
Well,
and the groom.
he was kissing on TV the other day.
Oy
Makes
vey.
you-
Nobody
makes you-
needs to see
Yeah,
that.
it's kind
It's
of
a fucking
creepy.
gag.
Yeah, listen. Even we were congratulating our boy Benjamin Netanyahu last week, and he was kissing his wife on TV, and I was like, even that's inappropriate. Nobody needs to see that.
No.
Here they are. That's
Oy vey.
That's his wife. They're both
his
stem
honey.
jockeys.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's his wife.
I'm sure. Stem jockey. I'm sure. Old Tucker
That's
is.
terrible.
I'm sure Tucker is talking about them favorably.
No, he's not.
With a name like Tucker, how else would
Fudge
he talk
Tucker.
about
Right.
Everybody knows his name's Fucker,
Yeah. Well.
not Tucker.
So anyway, this was edition 115 of Kinda Right. Bob, thanks for coming by.
Hey, I hope you Ethiopians enjoy this show.
Yeah, we're huge in Egypt, by the way.
We never make fun of anybody in Africa, quite
No.
frankly.
Because
Well, I just said
afraid of-
Angelina Jolie looks
Like-
Ethiopian.
Yeah, well.
Well, that's not a compliment to the Ethiopians, but
Does anyone know if an Ethiopian or a Kenyan won? Did you know they did the Boston Marathon? Remember when the Boston Marathon was a big deal? I didn't even realize they fucking did it yesterday.
I was hoping that there would be another bombing.
Oh, why?
Because so they stop
Nothing like a
doing
good
it.
bombing. Oh, doing the
Yeah,
Well, they can get the pressure cookers on Amazon
They could
now with
just-
free shipping.
right.
Or if they bomb,
Drop shipped to a bomb factory near you.
maybe if they just bombed the Massachusetts State Police trailer.
I'm waiting for Amazon to start selling dynamite.
Yeah,
I mean, they fucking sell everything
I
else.
mean,
What do you mean
can
you
find-
start? They probably
I
already
know
do.
you can buy a fucking car on.
You're not allowed to buy the blasting caps, but you can buy the dynamite.
Yeah, you got to figure that out on your own.
Oh, one more thing I wanted to ask you quick. Too bad who's the guy? Stephen Hawking didn't get to live to see it, but you see they actually photographed a black hole. They have an actual photograph of a black hole.
How can
And
you
it's
see
science fiction. Oh, because
There's a sun in the middle.
No, because there's light around the edge of it, around the event horizon. It's giving off light. So they've used telescopes from all over the world aiming at it, and they have it. So you can look that up and talk about it next
What
time.
direction does it face?
I don't know. It's out there.
Is it a hole?
It's a black hole.
The thing about the black hole is it must be 360 degrees in all
It's
directions.
a perfect circle. And it's a perfect sphere.
So the
Perfect circle.
no matter how you look at it,
you can
it
only
must
look
the same.
You can only look at it in a two-dimensional fashion because it's so far away. But it is a perfect circle, just like Einstein
Well, you
theorized.
you can look at the shit going around it. You can't
Right.
really see the hole.
Well, that's what you see. You see light reflecting off the shit going around it, and then in the center is a perfect 360-degree circle.
Yeah, I saw a picture of it. The light was bright though around it.
Yeah.
the gravity's so great they call it the spaghetti effect. Like if you were to fall into a black hole, the gravity at your feet would be so much greater than the gravity at your head that it would stretch
Stretch
you
your shit
like
out.
a piece of spaghetti.
Yeah.
So we
Well,
won't be
just rip you apart.
We won't be traveling there soon. Huh?
Yeah, no, we're gonna stay away from.
Not on purpose.
And it is way the fuck out there too.
That's a good way to get rid of some Jews, though.
Yeah.
You know, if anybody ever wanted to do that again,
What's the difference?
or any other race or ethnic group that you don't like.
I thought when he said black hole, he was talking about Oprah reruns.
Michelle Obama or some shit?
Not even fucking that black hole could take Oprah.
Oh, poor Oprah.
A fucking windbag. I shouldn't say that.
I mean, I'm sure she's lovely.
You know, she seems nice enough.
I mean,
Doesn't she have her own network now? The Owl Network or something?
she got all kind of stuff going on.
Bill Burr has a thing about Oprah. You know, because Oprah's like all classy now. But she made her money on fucking freaks and midgets and just like everybody else.
Glorified Jerry
In the
Springer.
beginning, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, she's standing on the shoulders of those fucking little people.
Tell you who she's standing on the shoulders of, and that's Phil Donahue. Because Phil Donahue did that format before anybody.
Yeah, but he's so fucking wretched that I'm glad
he's
that,
still alive.
Yeah, but he's a wretched human being, you know.
Yeah.
Was it his set that Kramer found in the dumpster and set it up in his house? Is it the Phil Donahue one?
I don't remember.
I don't remember that. I just remember Kenny Rogers Roasters. Remember that? And you'd open Kramer's apartment door and the fucking whole apartment be lit up.
Oh, they have the chicken sign.
They put the chicken sign right across the street.
All right, everybody.
Good
So,
night.
Hey.
tell somebody about the show, will you?
Or don't. Fuck yourself.
Just keep listening, Egypt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, keep listening. There'll be an Arab Spring soon.
All right.
Right here.
Good night, Waterbury.